What's up? In today's video we are going to look at the white enderman. Okay, I'm just a very scaredy cat at Minecraft because of the hero blinds, myth and legends. So let's see if it's the mystery of the white enderman.
My name is Sorana and I recommend you simply piano.
I hate the ads.
The endermen, we all know them, tall narrow figures with alert purple eyes that are seen in every biome along with every dimension. But how about this? Or this? These endermen look a little different to you, right? Well, what if I told you there's endermen out there who can walk on water? In this video, we'll investigate, discover, and tell the story about the myths surrounding the white enderman. Before I continue, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe with notifications on, as I wouldn't want you to miss out on any future videos. It's a rainy day, and I'm scrolling through a Minecraft forum when I fall on an image of an enderman. But this enderman looks different. Compared to the usual purple-eyed creature, this one was white with green eyes. Surely this wasn't real. The description described the white-looking enderman as being able to walk on water and attack players, even if they didn't directly maintain eye contact. I go through the post and see numerous comments claiming to have seen this mythical mob in their own game. Some even claiming PewDiePie had unknowingly recorded the white enderman in one of his YouTube videos. Here, take a look at this and make up your own mind.
Not very fast. Oh, what is that?
Okay, so maybe that was a skeleton, but the white enderman had piqued my interest. So, in good old kunai fashion, I decided I would look into it just a little more. I searched up white enderman sightings and came across numerous different comments and pieces of evidence claiming to lead towards the existence of this mob. But all the evidence I was coming across had gaps, was missing information, and just wasn't enough for me to rest my case. But the most promising piece of evidence I would eventually come across would be this image. This screenshot came from Java version 1.17, meaning it's not an old myth because it's still happening in versions we play on today. But why? I'm sure if it was just a bug, they would have fixed it by now, right? Considering the countless forum posts with people sharing their experiences for years. I mean, look, this is what the white enderman looked like 8 years ago on Minecraft version beta 1.8, the version where endermen were introduced entirely into Minecraft. Now I know what you're about to say. That's not a white enderman, kunai. That's a bugged out normal enderman. He has purple eyes and his skin just looks transparent. But look at the difference between these two images. The enderman is slowly changing color like a chameleon. Don't worry, this made me curious too. Was this a rare anomaly? While digging for answers, I came across a post about a white enderman encounter that sounded believable to me. Here, let me read it to you. This happened 6 years ago, and it's very strange, but I guess better late than never. I used to play a lot with friends on a server. We would build a massive house together and live in it, upgrade our tools, and tame dogs together. And once we were ready, we'd kill the ender dragon. But one day, I logged on in hopes of spending yet another fun weekend, and clearly, I was wrong. I guess I must have gone on a little earlier than usual, since no one else was online. However, that wasn't going to stop me. I grabbed my diamond armor, tools, and a spare stack of dirt blocks before heading out in search of ender pearls. But I noticed my dog was nowhere to be found, and we have rules on this server. We don't kill each other's dogs. I must have left him outside somewhere, and that eventually I'd find him again. I'm walking through the trees, slowly approaching a snowy forest biome, and as I'm doing so, I notice a long, white, skinny figure with beady blue eyes come out of the trees from a distance, holding a dirt block with snow on top. At first, I really couldn't tell what it was, and then it clicked. That's a white enderman. I guess it must have felt my presence, as it teleported a couple steps away from where it originally walked out from, and kinda just stood there, until poof, it was gone again. I looked around and couldn't see him anywhere, until I turned around and saw it carefully poking his head from behind a tree 20 blocks away. Suddenly, the explorer, me, was being discovered by the enderman. It paused again, with its eyes widely open, staring at me. And this is where I started feeling unsettled. I moved quickly on and kept going with my journey. Clearly, if the enderman wanted to see more of me, surely he would just teleport in front of me or near me to follow. But nothing, just gone. I finally got out of the snowy forest and into the open air, with half a frozen lake in front of me, and to my amazement, the white enderman too. But this time, standing on water. I'd never seen anything quite like it, but I avoided eye contact completely, and poof, the enderman just disappeared again. I kept moving, deciding it was best to just find other endermen to get ender pearls from, but clearly it had other ideas. What happened next happened so quickly, it took me entirely by surprise. The enderman teleported in front of me, and with one hit, despite me avoiding eye contact, I was greeted with the death screen, with my only options being spectate or exit world. But this was a survival world. Scared that I'd broken my friend's multiplayer server, I got offline. I was spooked. The post ends there, but I'm still stuck on the enderman having blue eyes. Maybe this was just a minor detail that was written incorrectly, but so many other forum posts had written about green eyes. I thought to myself, before diving any deeper into the myths and lore, it's probably best to take a second to look at this logically. Now I can already see some of you guys in the comments. If the white enderman was a bug or texture pack of some sort, it would be relatively easy to explain, as it would be down to just changing the enderman's appearance to white with different colored eyes. But no one has ever claimed they had texture packs enabled of any sort, and if it was a bug, which most will claim it is, why would it go unresolved for so long? Even the question of whether the white enderman was potentially evolving within every update and slipping through the cracks. And if so, more importantly, where do they fit in the enderman lore? I popped the search bar and typed, where do endermen originally come from, in hopes of figuring out where the white enderman plays in all of this, by starting from the very beginning, the enderman lore. It was believed an ancient race of builders once ruled the land we call Minecraft, but a sudden unknown catastrophic event, or beast, pushed the builders unknowingly into booking a one-way ticket to the End Dimension without even knowing, leaving them stuck forever, working endlessly under the Ender Dragon's command, tasked with building the End cities we now explore today. But with all this hard work, ancient builders had to eat something, and turned to consuming the chorus plants, which over time made them evolve into more End-like creatures that we know now as Endermen, leading the ancient builders extinct, apart from us. But this is where it gets really interesting, because
I hate ads!
after reading this theory, I stumbled on a website that described the white enderman using a different name. Are you ready? The Farlander. Now, you might know about the Farlands, a place so far away it took the only person who dared to walk there 9 months to reach. However, the Farlands was never supposed to have a name, as the End Dimension we know today was originally named the Farlands, and the mob to match would be the Endermen, with the original name being the Farlanders. It's a little confusing, but do you see the pattern here? If the End Dimension has the Endermen and the Farlands is in the overworld, shouldn't the Farlanders or White Endermen be here too? Had the Minecraft community just accidentally misnamed the White Enderman this entire time? Or had the unknown creature been lost in creepypastas? My theory is that the White Endermen that we see in our games are lost wandering mobs from the Forgotten Farlands, looking for a new home after theirs was wrongly removed, back in version 1.8. Conveniently within the same update, the Endermen were introduced, killing off an entire species of mob. All of this is yet to fit into the lore, as one question truly remained. If the ancient builders ate chorus fruit that slowly turned them into purple-eyed Endermen, what turned ancient builders into the Farlanders? My best guess would be that since some ancient builders hopped through the portal, others ran far, far away from the beast or catastrophic event, until they found themselves 4 million blocks away in the Farlands, with no choice but to adapt to their surroundings. So how did they do it? How exactly did the ancient builders adapt to living in the Farlands? I really got to thinking, what would make sense for the ancient builders to travel so far? And then it all made sense. The Farlander or White Enderman developed the white color from living under the shadows of massive Farland walls, making them pale, and the eyes never changed, sharing the same eye color as Steve and other ancient builders like him, with blue eyes. And for the green eyes, they came from ancient builders such as Alex. However, I'll always be unsure. Do you think the White Enderman is real, or just a real bug? I'll let you make your own choice, leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you should check out my last video, where I tell the story of
So nice. Anyway, that's our last video. I'm so sorry guys, but that's our last video.